Welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hyoka wise clown, empath. Hope you're having a good day. I share on esoteric things. I collect data, astrology, astronomy, sun weather, earth weather, patterns, people patterns, psychology, trends. I collect it all and I give these little daily reports. So I know people don't take the time to learn for themselves. So I make recommendations, hope people take them. Take what's good, leave the rest. If it's in line with you, it is for you, and if it's not, it's cool too. We all have the same storylines, they just don't all happen at the same time. Anyway, people think being an empath, I'm an empath. Bullshit. What can I call bullshit? There's so much stuff right now I just call bullshit on. The sun, I call it bullshit on the sun. It's freaking out there. It's acting like it's a ball of fire, but I ain't warm. I'll open the window up and sit with the sun shining on my eyes for a while. I'll just zone out here. I got my hair cut. It's cold. I'm torn because I love haircuts. I love haircut days. And he went extra short because I'm going longer in between. It's a little short for me. But I did make a mistake summer before last, and took a big chunk out of the top, so I had to take it all. I just took it all the way down. I think every girl should experience the freedom of how good it feels to bare bald head. I think all women should experience that. My friend, a tree's knees. A tree's knee is a knot. She did that. She did it with her mom for cancer before, but I don't know, it's very freeing. I think there are antennae. Anyway, I just watched a video by Dennis Ingolston. I freaking just really, and it's funny because he got his haircut and we have the same we have a very similar haircut. That's how aligned we are. Anyway, there's a little short blip about that he did this morning. Message for Dark Lilith, and you're too deep over your head. It's Dennis Ingolston, MR Tarot Card Reader. Now, I'm a Lilith. Whether I like it or not, it don't matter. I'm a freaking Lilith. I'm a female that is a very, 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 very strong personality. Now, there's Liliths that are heterosexual too. There are men that are Liliths. It's a vibrational, it's a frequency. And I am a Lilith. I represent all things Lilith. And I've had such a strong personality that small people will go out of their way not to help me. Because they think, it's like I don't know. Life is a game, and I fucking hate games because I am so direct. I would rather come out and, if there's anything and I say that you have tied embarrassment to, that's on you, not me. I used to think I made people uncomfortable all the time, but it's like people put themselves in a box, and because they're so closed-minded, they're not open and receptive to people like me. So, shame on you for your discomfort in me. Get good with everything, and everything will be okay. You see, my experience has been, first time I was molested, I was 10, 11 months old, I think the police report said. Second time I was 3, 4. I've seen my mom beat beyond recognition. She had a stroke when I was 15. I was the only one there to address that in the middle of the night. Handled it quite nicely, I might add. I'm a protector. I believe in safety. I've seen so much ugly shit that I just want everyone to be okay. Decided what I need to do to take care of my family. Went into the Air Force late. It wasn't until I was 26. Got in some trouble on base when I got there. Addressed that. Went to freaking friends with Bill W. You whoop whoop. I'll be back. 12 years I went, studied with hung out with some really fucking rad examples, y'all. Rad examples. And examples of how I don't want to be. A lot of those, too. They're everywhere. When I left that place, I got my feelings hurt. I moved out here. My whole life fell apart, dude. My whole life fell apart. Just like, and he talks about it in Dennis. I mean, that's what's so cool about astrology, is because the story that plays out between Neptune and the planets and the myths and all of it, it is playing out within each and every one of us. And the outcome is contingent as if you're good or you're evil. You know, people have always tried to take my light. People have always tried to, shh, Margie, don't say that. Margie, don't act like that. Margie. When people try to get you to come down instead of raise you up to where you can do your best, highest work, you don't want to know them. So when I moved out here 2 years ago, what was happening in my astrology? Everybody went away. And what happened was, I went to such a dark place. I wanted to remove my spirit from the pain, so I took to alcohol again and quickly learned that lesson. Whoop! Not for me. And even with that fall, because it wasn't a slip, I fucking fell down. Figuratively, literally, that's what scared me. I'm like, I'm too old for this shit. I'm too sensitive. There's more important things that I need to do, and it's not about me. It's what I have to share to get people out of this mire. So what happened is I went to a really, really dark place. And when I went into that dark place, my demons started coming out from the darkness. And my demons were the anger and the hurt that was caused from my sexual abuse. See, it never just ever dissipates all the way. Just let it flow through. From the fact that I'm an orphan with parents and it still hurts. Because stuff that we start out with just grows more and more as we get older. Not everybody gets to grow old. Not everybody gets to grow old. And not everybody gets to grow old in the comfort that so many people have set themselves up with, and that's created a great imbalance, and that's what's happening now. It's all topsy-turvy because it's recalibrating. So when my demon stepped out and I sat with them in the quiet, and then we started to talk and they started to explain, because all a demon is a fallen angel. That's all that Satan is a fallen angel, because he was so hurt and so broken that he just turned to things, all outwardly things, to make himself feel better. That's what happened. And when I resolved that, one demon, he got a little brighter. Because just as much people can go from light to dark, they can go from dark to light. Either people are going to get better or they're going to get worse. And a lot of times, when people are killing themselves, they're killing the demons in them that they don't want to face, the parts, the aspects in them that they don't want to look at. And furthermore, they don't want other people to know that they have in them. I think everybody can be, I think there's goodness in everybody and everything, and I think a lot of people can reconcile what they've done. Look at the IKEA guy. It's what IKEA is about, y'all. I don't know. I didn't see a whole lot about that other guy, about what he's done. It's none of my business. My point is that we can meet our demons and coexist. We just don't have to let them run the show, y'all. We don't. So, what happens is when you strip everyone away, that's what used to happen when I was a kid. I just always played by myself. I always played by myself in nature. Because birds, animals, they were always around me for me to watch and learn from. I learned so much from animals. That's why it was so weird when I took what I learned when I had to go to school and I had to be around and molded and modeled and all the ways they tried to put me into a thinking box, and my way of thinking was just not there, and just bad mark after bad mark, and I'm like, I don't know. There's so many possibilities of an outcome of the answer, and I can't line mine up with yours, and so I'm wrong, and frustration, and That's when my Lilith came out. That's when I became a big old jerk, but it didn't serve me then, it didn't serve me now, so every day I just have to do some foot prayers to get myself in line to my highest being. And I feel like the world is going to open itself up to people to get them to help them to do this. And just right when I said that, out of the corner of my eye, a bird flew by. So I just got to remember to breathe, and I hope you do too. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.